The Cherokee believe, too, that their sacred book is buried in New York. These particular records they know were in the possession of the Old White chief at the last battle, and were buried at the hill where this last battle took place, hill where the blood ran red all day, Death Mountain. They are buried on the east side at the base there somewhere. They were buried there to be preserved. All the medicine men and holy people knew about the records, for they themselves buried the great white chief at the time, knowing that he had the records. However, it is unknown who buried them, actually. What makes these records to the Cherokee people so very important is that they are considered to be very sacred records containing their ancient religious history. These records contain the teachings of ancient prophets that walked among the people, as well as the sacred covenants they once received when they walked in the knowledge of the great laws given to them by the Creator, who was Yoah. Presently, Indians are trying to locate the place of these records so that they can obtain a more accurate account of their ancient teachings. If these records are not found, the tribes such as the Iroquois, Penobscot, Algonquin, Pequot, Cherokee, and other northeastern tribes will await their return. This is why it is so important for the young great warrior man to come, as he shall reveal where the ancient records are buried. The tribes were told to stay true and to wait for the records to be returned to them. Therefore, this was their commission. These records will be readily identified by the tribe without question, because they were told that their hearts would tell them so. At that time, they will accept the records brought to them and will know that the true church will exist because of them. Most of the various Indian tribes in the United States and Canada await the return of the ancient true religion they once had. It is through these ancient records that they will positively know that the true religion or church will return to them. This is what the holy teachers and other certain people who belong to a secret religious society taught them. These holy teachers were those who wrote the content of the records. Some of these records were kept from the time before the crossing of the forefathers from across the great waters. Other records were written by the forefathers after their arrival upon the land. Some of the stories contained in the records tells of Yoah and his visit to the Indians. Yoah visited and walked, talked, and taught the people his ways. It is said that when he appeared there was a blinding light. A voice from heaven spoke, and a shining star appeared. Also, the records contain the story of the destruction of some very wicked temples, because some of the holy temples had been desecrated by the people. Aside from the true ways that Yoah taught the people, he also taught them how to cook, when to plant, and when to harvest.